Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with Scott. What's up, Scott?
Oh.
All right, so I'm having camera difficulties again because my thing is looking faded. I do apologize, but let's just get into the news. We may not have any more Mad Max sequels, and this is to do with a big legal battle with George Miller and Warner Brothers that basically is holding up any sequels from being made. George Miller's production company is suing Warner Brothers for unpaid earnings, as well as not being treated right, being micromanaged where they wouldn't allow him to shoot certain things. And he just, there's a big battle, and we're not going to. We were supposed to see another sequel because Mad Max franchise is doing very well, and now we're not seeing that. So, and excuse me for keep touching my camera, but it's driving me up the wall that you guys can't see the hell is happening here. It's like I got a tan, and that it is. All right. So no Mad Max. You shall no Lieutenant Yan.
No Mad Max for you.
No Mad Max for you. Box office. Somebody did a blunder because now we got less money for Black Panther. So I would like to know why they reported it wrong in the first place. $1,308,000,000. So that pisses me off because how could you go backwards? Unless, of course, maybe they made an error with the foreign markets box office, I'm thinking.
It's possible. And
they're off by a couple million. That's a big deal, especially counting-wise, how you can just screw that up. They said it was $1,313,000,000. Now it's $1,308,000,000. So we'll get to the bottom of that. Looks like Lost in Space has done so well that they're starting.
It's a good series. Like I said, I've seen it. I've had my issues with it, but I could see it having a second season.
Yeah. So, it's going to get a second season, and they're writing it right now. So there you go.
One of the things I have problem with it is that it's quite. Let's just put it this way. It was quite Maureen and Dr. Smith, or let's say the alternate Dr. Smith centric.
Yeah.
And another problem I had with it is they made all the guys seem as though they had conscious problems. So, and the one woman, and the woman who was playing Dr. Smith, yes, she had a problem with ethics, but it was pretty much one of these. She was a psychopath on top of that, so that was supposed to be. But no, you do get to see a cameo from one of the past from the
Bill Mommy, right? Bill Mommy, yeah.
He plays the genuine Dr. Zachary Smith, who she swipes the identity from.
Yeah, spoilers.
Oops.
Yeah, oops.
But that was already spoiled by IO9 or whatever. So.
No, I know. So we got Lost in Space. I still have to watch it, so I'm gonna try.
It is good, like I said. It is. It has its faults, but it is good.
Yes. Now I do want to talk about. Did you see Ash vs. Evil Dead yet?
No, I didn't. That's the one I forgot to watch.
Okay. You saw Walking Dead though, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm getting really annoyed with Walking Dead. I'm sorry. What do you want the fans to do, Scott? I mean, like. They're pushing us in a position to, like, go against people we care about on the show. I mean, we're supposed to hate Maggie, Daryl, and Jesus? I mean, I don't understand.
At this time, if you cannot, at this time, just, I hate saying it, just write the show off. Just have your season finale or a temporary season finale and come back when you've got your together.
I got to tell you that obviously, he had every right to be worried, Scott B. Gimple, because he knew he was going to piss people off.
Mm-hmm.
And aren't you pissing people off enough? Like, do you really? How is it that they're
Negan playing a better character on Rampage than you do inside the series?
I don't get how they carried Maggie, and then they got caught by the Whisperers. Everything that Rick's done for Maggie and everything, how could she turn on him or want to turn on him? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Even Daryl, like, the writing is shit. It's totally shit. And I gotta tell you, that finale was Rush Job City.
I'm wondering if they had the same writing crew. That's what I'm wondering. If
probably
maybe 2 or 3
that was shit, man.
Write for was out sick, and they go,
and what is this shit?
Janitor, you're the janitor. Come on in here. Oh, you're the person who does the windows. Come on in here. Give us a great scene here. Are you, Mr. John Q. Public? Just come in here and just type anything. We don't care what.
It's like you're building up this war to monumental proportions, and now it's like a rush job. Everybody go to this one area and fight. Like, that's stupid. Yeah. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and Rick should know better too.
Pardon the pun. It's like they were lost for an ending, and they had to do a quickie one.
Oh, so that was terrible.
Let's bring this to an end and just throw anything that looks halfway decent and.
And Chris was right. Me and Chris were right about the whole Morgan thing.
Later.
The whole Morgan thing was just forced, that he left to find himself, and because he's crazy and shit. I mean, that doesn't. You just try. You know what? I think they ruined the Fear the Walking Dead by just making it the Morgan show, and just they lost me on both shows now, which is really terrible. You know what? Some people are not gonna agree with me, and that's fine, and I expect that. But this show, just compared to what it used to be, sucks. Like, compared to what it used to be, it is gone, withered down, watered down. It's
like even shit. You don't know if it's the actors, or you don't know if it's the writers or the
directors. No, it's not the actors. It's the writing.
Okay, you don't know if it's the directing or the writers.
It's the writing.
It's like they're growing tired of writing it, and they're looking to maybe the comic book in order to try to build a.
No, they're not. But that's the whole point. They're not going to the comic because they're doing a civil war, because they're like, ooh, Marvel made money with Civil War, and ooh, if we do conflict with friends fighting each other, that might sell next season. And you know what? That won't sell next season because nobody wants to see that shit.
No.
It's not believable that Maggie would be carried out and they risk their life for her, and then and guess what? Because of Daryl, Glenn died. I mean, give me a break. But now oh God, it just drives me nuts. I can't take it. It's like they're gonna die, right? Maggie, Daryl, and Jesus. Because like Maggie doesn't want to renew her contract. Norman Reedus he owns a restaurant and he does his other show. And it's just they get making too much money. They're probably gonna kill them off. So that's the way for 9 years you build up the character, and then you make him a hated character like that. This apocalypse just makes everybody like this.
Yeah, it's almost as though you want the fans to hate him so much that we're justified in removing him from the show.
Bullshit. This is bullshit, and they know it's bullshit, and they're looking like you could tell that Angel Lincoln and Jeffrey Dean Morgan they're looking like, yeah, the writing ain't that fucking great. I mean, this is fucking ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I'm sorry. You're building up for 2 years that they're going to have a war, and then they all go one fucking area and they're going to fight. That's dumb. Fucking dumb. I'm sorry. And, they're teasing whispers. Get it on already. Get him in there already.
Yeah. Stop whispering about it and actually have them come
whisper about it, yeah.
Hey, thank you. Puns.
I saw Supergirl tonight. I was happy to see Supergirl tonight. It made me feel good that we got to just... that belongs on Monday nights. I'm sorry. Yeah. Legends of Tomorrow does not belong on Monday nights. And I am not happy that they're sharing that. Very angry about that. And I want Legends of Tomorrow to get out of there and Supergirl to stay there on her time slot. Much happier with that in the time slot.
I tuned in a little bit early on one of my sites thinking Supergirl had returned. It was 2 of the episodes I'd already seen. But I did get to see the latest Flash. And I'm just wondering how much longer DeVoe's wife is going to be really devoted to her.
Right. I want to go back to Supergirl for a second because I really feel that this season is doing is doing better. Now that we're getting rid of the whole relationship thing, and it's focused on Supergirl and the villain and her life and stuff. I'm happy that that stuff's out of the way. They threw some nonsense in there tonight about, you know, them taking, you know, the Martian Manhunter had taken the form of a black man, and then his father being a black man, and how is that? Are they mistreated? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, did these people who write this shit, right? Are they living in a cave? Because everybody interacts with everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. The race, and I mean, people want to push the race card so much that whatever. From what I see day to day, that's such bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, nobody gets. I mean, maybe it still happens, but you know,
not as.
Why
much.
put it in Supergirl? Like, it just.
I can understand them having it come from maybe.
Like, yeah, Martian Manhunter say, I'm proud to be. I'm proud to
where she sees things that she assumes is racist or sexist. Granted, but
no, but this is Alex.
Yeah,
basically talking, having dinner with Martian Manhunter and his father, and she's talking to him. Oh, how does it feel to be in a black body form, and you get racism, and you get this, and you get that, and it's like, I'm proud to take the form of black. Oh, shut the hell up already!
God,
what the hell are you fucking talking about? What the fuck? Like, get the fuck out of here with this shit. Can we just go back to the fucking thing? I mean, you want to make a fantasy movie.
Alex stressing over her girlfriend. They got to throw this in.
Like, this is Supergirl. This is it's supposed to be a fantasy, a fictional. You have to put reality shit into it, or make it worse. It's not even really reality when they're talking about shit. It's like, so now, you know, it's like, okay, there's a story arc where the spoilers, the Martian Manhunter's father has dementia. Because he's losing his memory, and they have that in Mars. They have something similar, so now he's going to have to deal with his father, but his father was keeping a secret, and Alex found out, and then he yelled at her, "Get the hell out of my house!" And they said, "What are you doing, Dad? What happened?" It's like a whole thing. And meanwhile, the toy maker, whatever, died, and the mother came back into Wynn's life, and then you find out that toy maker had an apprentice. It was a really good episode, though. I enjoyed it actually, but I don't like when they put stupid shit in there.
Yeah,
it's just like, it's like they need to talk about something. They don't know what to talk about. So there's like other things.
Since Alex has no longer got the girlfriend for her to whip and whine about, they just whip something up like, oh, let's throw in race.
I mean, you would think that they would be talking about stuff in the previous episodes when they have a dinner, not like, oh, so how do you feel being an African American in the form of an African American male? It's like, what the hell are you talking about? What? That's what we fucking talk about. We're gonna talk about that at the fucking dinner table. And you know what kills me too? It's like the whole fucking season it was about Rain, right? Rain, you know, that threat. They don't mention her fucking once in it. Like, it's like, oh, and this is why we have a problem with it going on hiatus and then coming back, because it looks fucked up when it comes back, because it's not continuous. Like, if this happened right away after the last one aired, you'd be like, okay, but being that we haven't seen Supergirl in fucking months, and now you're not even talking about the main threat, it looks fucking weird that it's been on hiatus, but they don't fucking get it. So please don't do that anymore, and just stop sharing Supergirl's time slot. I know Supergirl got renewed, but kick the friggin' Legends of Tomorrow out of there. Get out of my face with that.
Yeah.
Supergirl has Monday nights. Go away. You know, I don't want that. I really... No, I don't. I mean, it's
I know.
Look, Supergirl has Monday. Flash has Tuesday, right? Arrow has what, Thursday? Put them on freaking Wednesday or some shit. But don't do that. But, you know, that gets me pissed off. And then another thing that annoys me is the explanations about Discovery. Star Trek Discovery. They're explaining why the Enterprise looks different. That they're not allowed. They'll get sued. They can't use what the Enterprise looked like in the past. So they get sued. This is why the Klingons look like this. This is why this. Listen. Just say it's a different damn timeline and be done with it. Stop it already. The ship doesn't look like that. The new Enterprise ship is not going to look like that. You want us to believe that that's the original. It's not the ship.
Yeah,
Everybody knows it's
one
not.
minute you're saying it's supposed to be taking place years before Kirk took the helm, but yet then the next minute's like, oh, we can't say that or do that. We can hint upon it, but we make it super.
They can no, but they can't. The ship has to look fucking different, and it's like, just say it's a different timeline already.
Yeah.
Why are you making excuses like,
because then they'd have to cover their ass after they said, oh, this is the same timeline.
But isn't it like just counterproductive to just try to convince a fan of fucking 50 years or whatever that, oh no, this is what the ship is supposed to look like? No, asshole, that's not the fucking Enterprise ship. So it's a new timeline. Just fucking do it already. Like, stop insulting the intelligence of the fucking fans.
Look what happened when they did the remake of A Wrath of Khan. Everybody knew Cumberbatch was Khan.
Yeah, why are you lying
for? But they kept on saying, oh, no, it's not Khan.
Yeah, and then J.J. Abrams.
No, don't sweat. You'll find out who it is.
Right, he took fucking heat for that. So you know what? Don't do that shit. Don't fucking piss me off, and don't piss off fans either.
Look at their.
You're not going to rewrite the Prime universe, so don't try it. It's a different universe. That's all. I don't like what I want the history to remain the history. I don't like when they messed it with an Enterprise that every victory that Kirk had, they took away. Every first encounter that Kirk had, they took it away where it was like nothing. He encountered the Romulans first. Oh, no. He encountered Mirror Universe first. Oh, no, Archer did. So Archer did fucking everything. That's bullshit. I'm not having that.
We already talked about, somebody did a little continuity error already about a few years after Enterprise went off the air, and it's like, oh, the Ferengi were met first by this section, and then they do the Ferengi episode on Enterprise. Like, okay, how did we forget about that? Yeah,
the first alien race that they were supposed to encounter was the Vulcans, but then they're trying to change it that it was fucking Ferengi in Deep Space Nine, whatever. You know what? Anyway, that's just me ranting. Ash vs. Evil Dead was great. I'm not going to spoil it for Scott. I just hope we get another season. You know, and I didn't see Legion yet, but I will be watching Legion sometime soon. We also have what other stuff do we have? Oh, this pisses me off, and I think it's like clickbait. I'm not going to mention who said it, but some site basically did a story about Spock and Yoda return in their respective stuff, right? Why are you making a big deal? Like, did you fucking see Last Jedi? That Yoda returned already? So why are you making it like it's the biggest fucking thing in the world that Yoda's going to be in a Star Wars movie when he just fucking appeared? Mm-hmm. That annoys the shit out of me. And then they make it like, oh my god, Spock returns in Discovery. We just fucking saw Spock in Star Trek Beyond. Stop with the fucking clickbait. Like, oh my god, Spock's back.
And the fact that they're going to be encountering Enterprise, the Enterprise with Pike, and Spock was his first officer during that time.
The truth is, you have no fucking story, and you put two characters that have nothing to do with each other in two different, completely different shows, in different movies, different things, and you just wanted a fucking story clickbait. It shouldn't even been written, and it was a dumb fucking article. Because they're here all the fucking time. Okay? You got Yoda in the fucking clone, right? You had Yoda in fucking Rebels. You had Yoda in fucking this. Yoda's in The Last Jedi. You've seen Yoda all the fucking time. Same thing like Spock. Stop it with the bullshit. Like, oh my god. Stop everything, everybody. They return. They've been fucking here, asshole. Like, what the hell? It's like, what are you fucking talking about? You never seen him in fucking decades. You just saw him fucking, like, this year. Fucking please. My god. I don't understand. That's my rant. And I'm sorry that I look like I got a tan. I don't have a tan. If I put my fucking finger on the camera like this, it gets lighter. Why is that? I don't fucking know. Maybe somebody can teach me how to fix this damn freaking camera. Screw me up. All right. Thank you, Scott. Take care. Bye.
Bye.